Okay, all right, guys, welcome back to the new session, chapter 5, control structure 1. Okay. In this session, we'll understand what is control structure, the definition, types of control structure. Okay, so we'll discuss what is, we'll demonstrate, we'll discuss selection control statements or structure, and we'll see various example programs, exercises, and tasks. Finally we can also see random numbers, concept of random number, how to create random numbers, and with the help of a simple program. Okay, so let's see the first, what is control structure. Basically, so far we have learned the simple programs, right, up to chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. The way the program you write, programmer write the programs, a user write the programs over there, it will execute in the same manner the program has written. Like example, mostly we have written the program in sequence, in some order, right? Step 1, step 2, step 3. This compiler, the program, okay, Java virtual machine, JVM, will execute in the same order the order is written in the program. But what if we want to change the flow of this program? If you want to jump from one statement to another statement, from one location to another location within the program, or we want to repeat some statements, if we want to repeat some statement 10 times, 12 times, whatever the conditions, right? So we can do this one with the help of control structures. So this is more interesting, so that a programmer have more control over the flow of the programs. Okay, so he can jump from one statement to another statement, or he can repeat the some statement or part of the some parts of the program statements. So let's there are two uh, control structures basically here. First one is selection or decision or conditional control structure. This is the first one, which is we are going in learn in chapter 5. This is another control structure, repetition or loop control structure, that we'll discuss in chapter 6. So this chapter is dedicated fully to selection or decision or condition. You can call it any name: selection, decision, or conditional control structure or statements. So what is this here? Let's go with one by one, right? So in selection control structure, statements are executed based on conditions. So here mostly you will choose the statement. You will choose the statements or statement, one or more than one statement, or called block, a group of statement, based on, means you will execute. You will execute some group of statement or statement, single statement, based on conditions. So if I say conditions is a relational operator, is an expression, it is a relational operator. So condition is either true or false. So because I say relational operator, it always return a boolean value, right? So what is boolean value? It may be either true or false. In simple, I can say condition may be true or false. Condition may be true or false. So if the condition is true, execute some statements like this. Okay. So here, now basically four different types of selection conditional control structure statements. So the very basic one is, first one, if statement, or you can say simple if statement. The next one is if else statement. Third one is nested if else statement, and the final fourth one is switch case statements. So here these are the four different types of selection or conditional control structure. So if you understand the first one, if statement, the remaining are easy to understand, because all are mostly similar with slight difference, with minor difference among them. So understanding the first point, first statement will make clear understanding to the remaining conditional control statements. So please focus on this one. Focus on this simple if statements. How does it work? Let's go to the first one, simple if statement. It is one-way selection control. There is no other second way, one route by the route, right? So one way only. So in this control structure, the statements are executed. Right? Here, as if I say statements means more than one or one, right? So more than one or one or more than one, right? Multiple statements. The statements are executed if and only if the condition is true, right? Based on the conditions. If the condition is true, execute the statement. Very simple. Right? So only one way means if the condition is true, execute the statement. There's no otherwise else nothing, right? It's very simple. Say the statement, if the condition true, execute the statement, right? Example, we say a student registered the course. If the student registered the course MIT 163, he can attend the class, right? Isn't it? So there's a similar way. If the condition is true, what is the condition? Registration. Register the course is a condition. If it's true, then you can. So if a student did not attend, that's different. He cannot, of course, he cannot attend the class. Similarly, this particular statements, group of statement will execute if and only if condition is true. So let's see some flow chart. How does if statement looks like, how do you program, what is the syntax over here. So here in this one you can see this symbol rhombus or diamond symbol is used to represent condition or expression, or you can say relational operator. So what is condition here? Because the final value of this one either false or true, you can say, right? So if the condition is true, see, if the condition is true, see the direction of two statements, it will execute the some statements, it will execute some state. These statements will execute if and only if the condition is true. If the condition false, it will do nothing. It will do nothing. It will go to the next statement. Another. It will not consider as a conditional statement. Right? So how do you write in the program? You see here, this is a program. If means everyone knows if means is a, right? Is a condition means if this condition is true, right? Then execute the statements. So this opening brace, closing brace means more than one. So it's called if block. If block, group of statement. If group, or you can say. So this is a group of statement, maybe one or more than one statement. If this statement will execute only if the condition is true. That's very simple here. So let's write a simple program to demonstrate this simple if statement, right? So just remember the syntax is very helpful to write how to write a simple program. Okay, so let's start chapter 5 here. Create a class, say here simple if. We are using some simple if program name and public static void main string. So just I just don't want to this default comments right here. For example here condition. Let's go the syntax. You see the syntax if condition. Writing the syntax, right? So statements. Okay. So this is statements here. And this is, we can also call it as a body. In body or statements or block. So I'm writing is this one here. So this is how you can write here. So here the condition is, let's see the condition here. What is condition? Is maybe a boolean value expressions, right? So some relational operators, as I hope everyone know how to write relational operators, right? So to use the expression relation. For example, you have a marks, right? So you have marks like this marks variable, which consists, you have 77 marks. So let's declare marks now. I declare it as double. I make it integer, no issue, right? So here double. Now let's see the marks. I want to see whether a student pass or. Okay. So let's see here. Marks is greater than. How do you write? Greater than or equal to 60. So what is the condition to pass the course? So marks should be greater than or equal to 60. Greater than 60 or equal to 60, he passed the student pass the course. So I just want a simple write statement here. System dot println pass. Very simple here, pass. Do whatever, right? So this is a simple program. So this statement will execute if and only if condition is true. Now looking this example here, see what is the initial marks value here? You have 77 marks, right? So you see 77 greater than or equal to true 60. Answer is true. Result is true. But now this condition is true. Now the condition is true. The control will go inside the block, inside this block. It will execute the statements. You have only one statement here, line number 10, sure, right? So it will execute this line, right? So it will execute means it will say pass. So let's save the program, run it. Let's wait for a moment. Yeah, you can see the output pass. Now let's come to another one. Example, if this marks is 57. Marks is 57. Now let's come to again marks equal to 57. Now 57 greater than or equal to 60. It's false. It's not equal. It's not greater than also. So this statement is false. Now this statement false. It will not execute this one. This will go inside this block only if and only if the condition is true. Right? Then you run the program. See, will not see any output. Can you see here? This will not get execute. The condition fails. You see here, there's no output. Okay. Further clarification, I will add one more statement here. Say here, simple. Next. Let's see here. Same program. I just add this outside. Can you see here? This statement is outside the if block. This is if block. If block. Now this is outside. Means if you have this one or not. This is simple like a statement. I just added this one. Okay. This is another next statement here, right? So this is if block here. Now these things, these statements will only based on the condition. Now this is, it is nowhere related to the condition. It is nowhere related to. This is the next statement, another statement of the main program. Means okay. So here, so let's see this one. Marks is equal to 57. So 57 greater than 60, false. This will not execute, but this will execute because it's outside the if block. So let's run the program. It will print only next, but not pass and next, right? So let's make it again here 67. Now 67 greater than 60, true, right? True means it will execute this block as well as, I mean, this is by default whether this condition fail or pass or fail, right? So I mean true or false, this will execute. So it will print pass and next. Let's show you the output. It will first print pass, then next. So basically what I'm trying to explain you guys, this is very simple statement, simple if statement. Here in this one, the group statement, this statement beside here, it will execute if and only if the condition is true. Okay, this is one thing here. Now let's see one more point over here. Here, for example, how many statements you have here? You have only one statement in the if block. Only one statement in the if block. So example, if you say here, one more here, control V, sorry here, control C, write one more statement. Plus, say congrats. Right? So I have two statements. So we'll consider as a group statements, two statements. So let's run this one. See, pass, congrats, pass and congrats means over this we can have more than one statement. Okay, we can have more than one statement. That's why it's called block of statement, group of statements, right? So this is what the group or block we can call it here. So an example here, for example, okay, for example, I just remove this one. Let me remove this one. Right. Let's see here. If there is only one, this is another case here. If there is only one statement, now here you can see here only one statement. Here one statement, then this is not necessary. It's not, it's optional as per syntax. But is also, there is no error here. There is no mistakes here. So what does it mean? If there is no braces, this is called brace. Okay. If there is no braces, it means the first statement after if is the following is the means if the body of the block like this one. It means you have only one statement. Don't confuse with this statement. Right? This is outside this statement. If there is no block, for example, if you have more than one statement, lazim here. Okay. So this one is if you have more than one statement. Now, if you have only one statement, it means the first statement, following statement of if block is the body of the if block. The first statement will be considered as the based on the conditions. So let's run the program again. Pass next, right? Example, condition fails. You say 47. Condition fails. It will not execute this one. Runs here. It will execute only next. So that's the some simple if statement. For this is a block for any block, any if further different variations. If you have more than one statement, always use. Example, you want to print here. Pass, congrats. You see, look the difference here. Now I have two statements. You are thinking that these two statements are under if. No, only one statement. It will take only one statement. If there is no, if there is an absence of braces, right? So it will not consider. This will consider as similar to this statement. Let's see here, because condition fail. Okay. Now let's condition fails. It will print only these two, right? Here, congrats. Fail, but how can you say congrats, right? So this is a mistake here, right? So if you are considering these two are one block, then you must write it in the block. These two should be in the block. Now you run the program. Condition fail, you should print only next, not the congrats, right? So this is simple if program. Okay, hope you understand this one. We have more similar examples here. Let's see here. They like instead of score marks score, I just use marks here, right? So there is another program you guys can use by yourself. Write a Java program to swap two numbers. Swap two numbers. Okay. So what is swapping two numbers here? Example here. See here. Let me create another package. Right, this is another program. Example, I have int a equal to 4. Again, I have int equal to assume 7. So I want to swap this one. A will become 7. B has to become 4. I want to swap this one. Badal. Swap means badal. So how do you write? By using simple if statement, for example, right? So you use simple if statement and perform this one. So this is your task, and now you complete this one. Do this program now. This program, simple if. From these slides, you can see you have slides here. You can write the same. You use the same slide, simple program here, and this one. I'll give some break time. You can do this one. Okay.